Hey! So I want to apologize. Thursday nights, I am sitting at the cheer gym waiting for my daughter to get done. So my lighting is awful. So I apologize that every Thursday that I do my videos that my lighting is going to be awful. I'm literally sitting under the only light in the parking lot, and I have the lights on in my vehicle, leaning over, trying to get enough light so you guys can see me. So I apologize for my lighting, but that's all right. We're going to dive in. We're going to talk about consistency today and what that means. Hey, Tina. And to make sure that we are not being the definition of insanity, right? All right, so consistency. We talk about it all the time. Consistency is making sure that we are constantly on our Facebook. I shouldn't say constantly, right? So posting consistently. That can be 3 to 4 times a day. But it also means that you are consistent in your VIP as well. Your posts need to be of value as well. You are a storefront on your profile. But that does not mean you have to post about products all the time either. Oh my gosh, I'm burping. I'm so sorry. Okay, so consistency. Posting 3 to 4 times a day. Now, there is an exception to that, okay? So if you post an amazing post, hey Jen, something that is getting like 30, 40 comments, likes left and right, do not post again.
Mama.
Why? Because if you post again, then that moves it down farther onto your timeline. If your post is doing well, what? Okay. If your post is doing well, you don't have to post again. Don't post again until your first post is not doing as well, because then that way, sorry, Callie's in the car with me. So then that way, that post continues to make traction, right? It's the same with live videos. If you have a live video that was a huge hit and people are continuing to view it and comment on it, you don't need to go live again yet. Let that video run out first. Okay, so sometimes we think, oh my gosh, I have to make sure I get my 3 posts in today, or I have to make sure I get my 3 to 4 lives in a week. Don't stress, because if you've made an amazing post or an amazing live that people are continuing to watch and participate in, then you don't have to run out and do another one, right? So if our posts are value driven, then you will not have to stress yourself out into posting even more. It's the great thing about our industry, right? The other thing is when it comes to live videos and your posts, if people are commenting, make sure you are liking and commenting back on every single comment. Now, if they're asking you a question such as like you did a half face, and they're asking you what products you used, do not answer them on the post. Instead, just type messaging you and message them what you used. Why? Because then that way the next person that looks at it is going to be curious too, because curiosity drives people. They have to know what it is. So if one person asks what it is, then another person's going to want to know what it is. So then you're going to start those conversations in your messenger and make those connections with those people. Okay? So when we talk about insanity, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, but you expect a different result. So this is something that we need to look at. So is your routine working or isn't it working? Have you switched things up? Are your posts getting actions? Are your posts and your lives getting reactions? Are you doing it at the right times? Your audience can change all the time, right? So different things are going on. It could be that you have a bunch of moms and they have different sporting events they have to take their kids to. So you know what? Now your lives are better at a different time. So we have to constantly be flexible and willing to change, because otherwise we are sitting here and we are running like a hamster in a little wheel and nothing's occurring. And we're wondering, why aren't we promoting? Why aren't we getting the sales? Why is nothing happening? Well, the reason why nothing is happening is because we're being insane about our business. Stop being insane and just reevaluate. Reevaluate what you are doing and find out what is going to work. Okay? So, if you are trying by the end of the year to promote to something, you need to seriously look down at your schedule, look and see what you are doing, and figure out what you can be doing more of or what you can change. Because you will continue to get the same results if you don't change something. So I've been in this for 3 years. If I continued to do the same thing I was doing 3 years ago, I probably would have quit the business because it wouldn't have worked. Right? So those people that join this business and think it's a get rich fast program, it's not, because it takes time and consistency to build and to learn. We are constantly learning and we are constantly changing the way we do things. Something that worked for one person may not work for another. Your business is your business. It's not my business. It's not other people's business. So we all have different clientele. So what I'm trying to get at it is, even though something may work for somebody else, it might not work for your clientele. Don't think, oh my God, that was an awful idea. Just move on. We have to learn from our mistakes and learn from things that don't work. Jot it down and keep going. Don't keep trying that thing that didn't work. That's insanity. Stop doing that. So there is a difference between consistency and insanity. Being consistent is always being present on your Facebook. Meaning, not 24 hours a day, not every single second. It just means that you have showed up every day. Okay? You've showed up every day. Show up every day. You know what? If you get up in the morning and you make an amazing post that has so many people commenting and relating to you, guess what? The rest of the day, you may not have to make another post because you're going to be too busy commenting and liking and doing everything else on your own post. So I am in a 3cc challenge right now. Yesterday, we had to make a post about one of our fears that we had overcome. I made my post, and I think I've had 70 comments and over 100 likes. It has continued throughout today to gain engagement. Okay, so that one post of me being vulnerable has really exploded. It has exploded onto my Facebook. So what I'm saying is, it's not about how much. It's about the quality. So it's not about quantity, it's about quality. So we always say, post 3 to 4 times a day, do 3 to 4 lives a week. You don't always have to, because if you have the quality there, you no longer need to post that much. I know we are all busy, and sometimes you can't get to all that. So you know what? Take a minute and plan things out a little bit more. Then you won't have to do as much. It's amazing when you sit down and you plan out your live, and it comes out to be something where you've got live viewers, you've got people viewing it. Guys, it's about the title of the live. Don't give it all away in the title. I could have told you what the definition of insanity was in this title, and I bet you some of you wouldn't have watched it, because you know what? You're thinking, oh my gosh, what is this girl talking about insanity for? So that's why you're watching right now, and you're finding out. So it is about, Callie's looking at you guys. It is about being consistent, and it is about not doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. Now, if what you are doing is giving you amazing results, then by all means, continue to do it. But know that your business today is not going to be the same business even a month from now. Your clientele may not be the same it is 2 weeks from now. Your viewers may not be the same tomorrow as they were today. So in this business, we have to be flexible and not insane. We have to be willing to change our ways to meet what our clients need. to meet what our business needs. So the reason I started this business 3 years ago is not the reason I continue this business today. So am I going to do the same things I was doing 3 years ago? Absolutely not, because that is not going to get me anywhere. We have to realize that we need to make our own priorities. We need to make our own lists of what we need to be consistent with. We have all these awesome guides in our group, in our files, and we have so many awesome trainers that come on and train us about things. So instead of just sitting there and taking notes, you need to implement these things, right? So again, Insanity, you sit there and you take 5 pages of notes from a live. That's amazing. What'd you do with it? What did you do with those notes? You are being insane if you are taking notes. If you think those notes are just going to jump off the piece of the paper and make your business great, it doesn't happen. You're being insane. Instead, you need to make a change and implement what you are learning. Implement that into your consistency. Find out what works for your business and make that your consistency. So, what I'm saying is that consistency is key, but everyone's consistency is going to be a little bit different than everyone else's. So, you have to show up to go up, right? That's a quote we've heard all the time. You need to show up to go up. But you also need to map and plan yourself out to what your goals, what your needs are. Okay? So I hope this helped you guys. I hope you totally don't think I'm crazy for talking about insanity on here. I am going to let you guys know, let you guys go. What I want you guys to do, here's your action step for this video. I want you to look at your daily task list. How long have you been doing that same task list? Are you actually getting results from that task list? If you are not, take 5 minutes and redo your tasks. Oh, sorry guys, my lights went out. Redo your task list, okay? So if you are not getting the results that you want, redo your task list, right? Because if we think that we are going to continue to do the same thing over and over and over and over again and get a different result and become black status by doing the same thing over and over again that hasn't worked for the last 6 months, we are insane to think that. So, unless we all want to end up in a padded room, which might be kind of fun, then we need to change our ways. So guys, take a minute, go through your daily task list. Give me a screenshot here of your daily task list. Then tell me, what things are you going to change to help you reach your goals? I can't tell you what to change because I don't know you as you know you. You know what you need. Jen, you find you don't finish your task list. Well, then you know what? Maybe you have too many things on your task list. Or are you allowing something else to take precedence over your task list? How bad do you want what you want? That's what you need to think about. How bad do you want what you want? Do you want to stay where you're at or do you want to go up? So think about that. Go through your task list. I'd love to hear it. You can message me it. You can put it here. Let's talk about this. If you want to continue to grow, then let's do this together. If you're cool where you're at, that's awesome too. Continue to do what you're doing. Love you guys. I hope you have a great night. Thanks so much for watching me kind of in the dark. I'll see y'all later.